workshop call, weekly workshop call. My name is Bharadwaj. I have Mustafa, Wala, and Najwa from our team. Uh, so let's get started with our questions. Arshad, can you post your question, please?
Yes, Assalamu alaikum. Sir, we have received one shipment 2 days ago, and this shipment, before we imported, we took exemption of aggregation from the Ministry of Health. So now, when we are trying to enter this shipment in Tatmeen, we are getting an error, something EPC ID, and then there is a number exists. So how can we resolve this issue? Like, do we have to enter the system in the enter the shipment detail in the Tatmeen, or how to resolve this issue?
Can you read the entire error, please?
This is EPC space ID, then space 010506014037256211175. It's a huge number actually.
Yeah, that's ignore the number and then EPC ID, the number. After that, what is that? It is there.
The event does not exist.
Okay. Even does not exist, and you are doing commission shipping, is it?
We have the shipment in our warehouse now.
Okay.
And
So
but
in this,
we get the exemption letter from the Ministry of Health for
hmm,
the aggregation.
okay. So let me tell you about the error. So since this you experienced this error, probably the serial number is not commissioned on Tatmeen, or the commissioning phase itself. There should be some kind of an error. So can you drop an email to onboarding at tatmeen.ae so that we will check and confirm you on the exact situation of this particular error?
Just a question here, Arshad. Can you please also explain your role in the supply chain?
We are a distributor here.
You're a distributor, right? So,
Yeah.
do you know if somebody commissioned these items at all in the system?
Well, actually, sir, can you please elaborate what does the meaning of commissioning?
Okay. So, commissioning is the first step. And, I would highly recommend that you go to tatmeen.ae, go through
Okay.
the trainings so you basically understand the business processes, right? So commissioning is the first step with Tatmeen, right? So you have your shipment import permit for the imported items. And at that time, you are sharing the serial numbers along with the shipment import permit number to Tatmeen. And this is basically registering your serial numbers with Tatmeen, telling it is coming from a legitimate source, right? So when I say legitimate source, you can only commission the products for which you are owner of, right? So every product master has an MAH defined on it and a license agent defined on it. Either the MAH or the license agent can commission these products, right?
Okay.
So again, you cannot obviously commission somebody else's products. Tatmeen will not accept it. It's going to give you an error there. So that is the first step. So first you have to commission these products, then you aggregate them, share the aggregation information or packing information. And that is something when you're saying you are exempted from it, so that is fine, right? So you're basically commissioning the serial numbers, and then you're shipping these serial numbers to the supply chain partner who is responsible for the customs activities. And in that case, it might be the distributor or license agent in your case, right? It might be you. So who commissioned these products? You have to first check on this one. Has anybody commissioned these products? And that might be the reason. But again, share that email, the message which you are receiving, and then we can give you exact answers on why this is happening.
Actually, maybe, sir, because the shipment is coming all the way from Romania. So the MA holder is a company in UK doing contract manufacturing in Romania. So you mean that they are the one who are supposed to make the first entry in Tatmeen, and then that we will take it forward from there. Is that my correct understanding?
So the requirement is before the customs process, you have to go through with the commissioning, right? And that can take place if that mean is not putting any restrictions how you basically commission. You can commission it in Romania if you feel like, but you can commission it in the free trade zone also, right? The requirement is before customs process, these
Mhm.
items need to be shared with the serial numbers need to be shared with Tatmeen, right? So the MAH is MAH is responsible to commission either the MAH or the license agent. Either of these two supply chain partners can commission those products.
Okay, so this we need to check. And sir, sir, can you repeat the email address? Hello?
Bharadwaj, can you please repeat the email address?
Yeah, email address onboarding@tatmeen.ae.
Onboarding at tatmeen.ae. And sir, one more question. Like there are many companies who are approaching to us and they are telling that they will sell us like device and then a scanner and then they will also install the system. Do we need to take all these services from a third party or we can use the Tatmeen portal?
See, Tatmeen is providing three mediums to the supply chain to share, this information, to report this information of the
Mhm.
serialized items to Tatmeen.
Mhm.
So you can do all your business processes either using mobile device, Tatmeen
Mhm.
mobile device, or
Mhm.
Tatmeen portal. And the third is B2B, right? System to system integration using consuming our APIs, which we have exposed. You can use them and then basically share all this, based on the business process, share the information directly through your system. If you have your internal IT for B2B, you can have this, basically based on the technical manuals we have published, you can do this integration. Mobile and the portal is, out of the box. You can go and start running those processes. But just for your understanding, the mobile and portal are designed for a smaller volume, right? I mean, you if you start doing you're running business processes for like say 10,000 serial numbers, that will be cumbersome for you. Start
Okay.
commissioning 10,000 serial numbers or 50,000 serial numbers using mobile and portal. That will be cumbersome for you. But still, we have even provided upload functionality on our portal. So you can even do commissioning using the upload file on the portal. So to answer your question, no, you don't need an external entity or party to use their services. You can do it in-house.
So, sir, now like we have the shipment in our warehouse, can we start selling this product or we will keep it holding until we commission it?
The items you have in your warehouse, let me ask you a question. Are these items custom cleared? Should
Yes,
be custom cleared, right?
yes, custom clear have the serialization.
Right. And then the idea is that you need to, now you're basically, when you say you start selling these items, right? You're basically handing it over from Tatmeen point of view to another supply chain partner, right? Whoever you sell it to.
Exactly,
So
it
you,
could be hospital or the pharmacy.
correct. So you have to basically ship these items now to this hospital and pharmacy. And how would you do it? You would do it using Tatmeen, right? So like I said, send us this error message. Let us see what is happening exactly, whether these items are even commissioned or not. If they
Okay.
are already custom cleared operationally, physically they're custom cleared, but they weren't even commissioned, then
Mhm.
you cannot do much about it. You cannot start sharing this shipping information with Tatmeen because this is already custom cleared and they weren't shared by the previous supply chain partner to Tatmeen, so you cannot do much about it, right? So let us reply back to you on email by telling you exactly what is happening and how you can proceed.
And can we like make attention to any particular person or somebody regarding this conversation and then?
Yeah, you're basically sending this email to our support team here who you're talking to, and then we will come back to you if something which if there is a requirement or more have to be notified on this one, we can help you with that also. But send us, let us first see, let us first analyze why you are receiving this error.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Uh, yeah.
Thanks, Mustafa. Uh, so, before we move on to the next caller, we are recording this session and we will be sharing the recording link after within 24 hours after concluding this call. Next, move on to the next caller, John.
Hello. Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Actually, yeah, two questions because we already started dispensing some of the items in the pharmacy, and part of the items that we receive from the supplier are being transferred to other branches. My question is, from the pharmacy level, can we create SSCC from the pharmacy side so we can transfer this SSCC to other branch instead of scanning the items one by one?
Yeah, so from pharmacy or for any supply chain partner who is, basically in the supply chain, you can create SSCC labels using Tatmeen portal, right? So there is that functionality there in Tatmeen portal where you can create SSCC labels. Just so for your understanding, because Tatmeen is using GS1 API, right? So basically, this is actually getting using the functionality of GS1 to generate these SSCCs, and then GS1 has some packages where they where, whether where they allow you to generate these SSCCs or not, on with using their API. So to answer, yes, you can generate the SSCCs if you have the package um, from GS1. That is one way. The other way is you can yourself generate these SSCCs. You can go online and do a little research there. SSCC generation is a very straightforward process. So you can do it online. You can read text online on how you can generate these SSCCs, and all what you need to do is make sure that the serial numbers, they don't get duplicated. But you'll have to do that research yourself on how you do it. Basically, there is a component of your GCP that is embedded in SSCCs, and then there's a serial number and all that. So the nomenclature, go online, read through it, and then you can do it at your own also. So you have two options:
Oh,
either do
okay.
it yourself or at admin portal.
Okay, because in the admin portal, like from the pharmacy side, like will it be easy like to pack, let's say 20 items in one single barcode so that we can just ship that single barcode? So is there any easy way from the admin portal to do that one and to pack these items into a single? Because in our branch, roughly like twice in a week, we are transferring bulk items to different branches.
Definitely. I mean, this is the whole concept of aggregation, that you
Mhm.
are not sending out the saleable units like these 20 items
Correct.
in your case, but in other people's case it might be 1,000 items. Now start sending out these 1,000 items, and at the time of receiving on the other side, they will have to scan all these
Yeah,
1,000
exactly.
items, right?
Yeah,
So you don't want to do that. So
exactly.
so so the whole concept of packing and or aggregation is that you pack your saleable units in the aggregated logistics units, right? So
Yeah.
yes,
But
that's the right
I
way.
just want to ask, you mentioned that we can do our own research. I believe from the pharmacy side, we have very limited knowledge on this one. So is it better to integrate or to include our IT department so that they can do the aggregation for us, or what can you recommend?
Yeah, first I recommend go on Tatmeen portal, and there is an option to generate SSCC. Go and click on that particular option and see what happens. Does it
In
allow
the
you to
Tatmeen
generate it
portal, right?
in the Tatween portal? And
Okay, I will.
if again, if you have the right subscription from a GS1, then it will right away generate an SSCC for you, and you can download that SSCC label. And when when you're aggregating, in a these 220 items in a logistics unit, you can paste that SSCC label there in that particular logistics unit.
Okay. If we don't have the subscription, then we have to do
That
it by on our own.
exactly. I mean, then tell your IT to do the research, and
To the-
they
Okay.
should be able to understand how they need to do it. I mean, see, then you're kind of like stuck with um, either upgrading your subscription, right, for
Right, right.
your location, and
Open.
that's one way, and then you basically can still use the Tatmeen portal, or you basically go ahead and generate these SSCCs yourself and manage them outside Tatmeen, basically at your own.
Okay. Thank you so much for that. And my last question, can we dispense medications on SSCC level?
Yes, you can dispense medication on SSCC level or saleable unit level. So Tatmeen has given the flexibility because in certain cases you might have to dispense in bulk. So that
Correct,
is
yeah.
there. That functionality is there.
Okay. No problem. It won't like make an error like to unpack first the items, right? It will just proceed directly because we haven't tried yet uh dispensing on SSCC, but part of our workflow might be like the bulk dispensation. So
Yeah, yeah, you can
yeah,
try
so
it.
it's
It should
possible.
work.
Okay,
Yeah,
no problem. Thank you so much for your answers.
no problem.
Thank you. Next, move on to the next caller, Majid.
Yes, yes. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, I have a question regarding non-registered product. The manufacturer, because if it's not assigned for UE, because we're taking the backing from other countries, then sometimes it's not serialized. And but the manufacturer told us they have a solution for these points that they can make the serialization and data matrix on irremovable stickers to be added to the labeling. Is that acceptable?
So manufacturer told you that they can serialize these items, right? And
Yes, and add
yep.
the data matrix and all serialization data in irremovable stickers attached to the labels, labeling of the product.
I didn't get the last part. You said removable. Can you repeat that? Can you elaborate?
Irremovable, يعني non-removable. It's not يعني stickers which is cannot be removed. It
Okay,
will
so
be
basically,
yes,
so these stickers can be removed, right? This is what you're
y-
saying, right?
yes,
Yeah, so this should be fine. Again, this kind of when you have a question around serialization and labels, so you can double check with Mohab on this one. There is a serial. Have you gone through this Mohab serialization guide on Tatmeen.a?
yes,
Okay, so as long as you're complying with those, there are multiple ways you can have these these labels created, right? So as long as you're complying with those variants there, you should be good, right? Now, removable stickers, as per my understanding, there shouldn't be any issue there, but do check with Mohab on this one, right? So that these are
oh,
removable stickers, right?
okay, okay. And to check with Mohab, to check with import export or with the drug inquiries, with the
Bhardwaj, which email do you provide to check this kind of information with Mohab, or do they need to just email support where you
Um,
can just
yeah,
send it
drug
out to
inquiry,
Mohab?
this is only for exemption related queries, Mustafa.
Okay.
So we do have another email, mohab at appsupport@mohab.gov.ua. So
uh,
this is the application support queries email ID.
what is the email ID, please? Again, we can
Mohab.
book Mohab.
Let me post this here in the chat. I can post it mohab dot app support
Mohab dot
app support
app support.
at mohab dot gov.ae.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, just to elaborate one more thing here. When you talk about serialization and all that, you do have to have this cheat in, right, in branding for the unregistered product, right? So you do understand that concept of you have to have the GTIN
Yes, we have
created
the
and
GT.
yeah.
Yeah, we created for non-registered GTIN, but the problem of adding the barcode, the data matrix, and all of this data, it's not available. Then they provide us the solution that we can do it, but by stickers.
Okay. Okay, I get it. All right. And that should be fine, right? I mean, I'm just saying double check with Moha. Stickers should be
Okay.
fine as I see it.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you. Let's move on to the next caller, Safa Harun.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, actually, I have a question just to understand the best practice in a term of tracking for the goods. As we are distributor, we have two different warehouse. One of them is exist based on the license that we have it, and the second one is a third party. So I need to know while we are processing the and sending the goods to our customer, which GLN we need to use it. The one that it's already registered and linked to the license, or the one that um, under the third party warehouse. Knowing the exist goods, it will be under the third party warehouse.
Okay. So hi Safa. So
Hi.
now you have the goods, as I understand, there you have two warehouses and you have your goods are in the third party warehouse, right?
Yeah, I have a warehouse, let's say in Abu Dhabi,
Mm-hmm.
okay? And this warehouse attached to the license, because when you have a license, you need to mention your physical location, and they will give you the license to be drugstore, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the
Right.
second warehouse in Dubai,
Okay.
and it's a third party. So that means I have a contract as a company with this third party to have a warehouse in their entity, or in under their shelf, because it's like a big warehouse divided to different company. Every company they have a slot and a specific square feet inside this warehouse.
I get it.
And the
And
warehouse they have a GLN because they are يعني they are categorized as a warehouse for drug and medicine.
okay, yes. All right.
So basically, I need to know how the flow for my things, because basically we request from branding to create for us a second GLN number under our name by using the third party warehouse location, but they say no, it cannot be applicable. One entity have two different GLN number.
Mhm. And that's correct, right? See, so first, if we take a step back, we need to understand what that mean is, right? It's a track and trace system, right? Track
Hmm.
and trace solution. So what is being done here is the tracking of these items is being done on where they are currently located. Now, I do understand that you have another warehouse, but the medicines are in this third party warehouse. This third party warehouse has a GLN location. So what needs to happen is this third party, when you're shipping these items to the customers, to hospitals or pharmacy, this third party warehouse needs to that GLN needs to be used. And obviously because they are now these items are in at that particular GLN in the third party warehouse, then they will be able to ship these items to these customer locations which you were mentioning earlier. So that should be the right way, right? Because otherwise, if you use your own warehouse to send these items, but the items are physically not there, then we are creating confusion in the supply chain that, it's actually going from, you know, physically it's going from another warehouse, but virtually you're sending it from another warehouse, and the system won't even allow you.
Okay, type, but what if this warehouse, because they have it's a business for them, they have another medical company under their shelf. Both we will use the same GLN number.
Yeah, so is having two different medical companies, and the location has one GLN, right? So
Yes.
they will be using one GLN that these items are being shipped from this particular warehouse.
So wherever they have a different contract with another medical company, no worries. Both we can use the GLN.
Correct. So yeah, exactly. So basically now these items are in possession in this particular third-party warehouse, and you are using this third-party warehouse GLN to send out these particular items, right? Um, and you are probably sending these items to this third-party warehouse from your warehouse. Is that
Yes, yes.
the
Or
way process?
from
Yeah,
the first warehouse, I will send
yeah,
it to the second warehouse. From the second warehouse, which is the third party warehouse, I will dispense it to my customer. Type
yeah.
even for my customer, this is even another challenge. My customer, they are not they aware about my name in the invoice and the GLN number that I have certified from GS1. So the third one, maybe they will get confused because the invoice it come by my name locationally, and physically the goods it come from different GLN number under other name. So how I can يعني, link all this together in operational wise?
Right. See, okay, so there are two parts, right? One is, the reporting to Tatmeen, and the other one is operationally how you do it, right? So from
Yes.
the documentation point of view, right? So we have to keep them separate here. The idea is from track and trace, you're sending these items from your warehouse to this third party. So you're basically using your GLN, and the destination GLN is the third party. Now, third party has received it in their warehouse. I'm talking about Tatmeen.
Hmm.
Third party has received it in their warehouse. Now they have to send it out to this customer, hospitals or pharmacies or any other customer. Um, so basically, they need to use their shipment GLN. The source or origin will be their location, and then destination is that particular customer GLN. So this is the from flow point of view. Operationally, yes, you can tell them that, yeah, this is basically your products are being delivered to them. The way you basically send them the current paperwork, and that should be fine. But this is basically from communication point of view, from operations point of view, that mean is not stopping you to continue with your current process. What that mean is asking is basically we need to understand where the products are, at which locations, at what time, right? So that is the tracking needs to be done. And by the way, the government actually sees the whole flow, right? They will be able to, if they have to track, they can track to your location all the way. They will be able to see how when it went from your location to this third party warehouse, and when it went from third party warehouse to the customers.
Okay, clear. Thank you so
All right,
much.
no problem.
Thank you. Next, move on to the next caller, Rishad. Rishad, Rishad, can you unmute yourself, please? Okay. Imran, can you unmute yourself?
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
I have some basic questions actually regarding to the data integration first. We actually are on the way to integrate our software with the Tatmeen, but it might take some more time. So until we finish, we want to create an option for the data upload to Tatmeen portal. So I just want to confirm whether there are some formats or examples for different actions, aggregations, like shipping, receiving, return, receiving, unpacking, etc. Are these available at your end?
Imran, all these Tatmeen APIs are available on our website, tatmeen.ae, which we call it as a Postman collections. You will have to explore tatmeen.ae Postman collections. For there, the code is available. You can download it and import it in your Postman or whatever it may be, and then you can access these APIs. So each and every action is available over there. Say like commissioning, aggregation, shipping, packing, everything.
Yeah, the APIs are available. My team is working on that. But meanwhile, I just want to confirm whether some examples for different actions are also available. Like one example is present there that is related to the commissioning and the shipping. So are the other examples are also available there or not? Yes,
Yeah.
API, we are
So
working on it. Yeah.
okay. In terms of examples, you will have to explore
Yep.
technical guides for manufacturers and technical guides for logistics. So in these two documents, there are examples along with few success response code and few error response code as well. So you will have to invest some time in exploring and then reading these technical guides for manufacturers and technical guides for logistics. And then if you have any questions, then you can feel free to reach us.
Okay, through the email, right?
Just to
Yes, please.
just to add a point here. So basically, there all these options which you are integrating, they are also available on portal. And for that, go to tatmeen.ai, go to the tutorials part. There you will find the videos mentioning how you can upload the relevant shipping, receipt, event, receiving event, commissioning, all those through the website. So you can also go through that.
Right, right.
Everything is available on tatmeen.ai.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for that. Now, a small question also related to the GTIN. What I understand that the GTIN 13, EN13, this used internationally and consists of 13 digits. So in a GTIN 13, the first 7 to 9 digits, depending on the country, are the company prefix. This is what I understand. So I just want to know what will be the length to company prefix in GTN for the products and UAE? Is there any specific length for that also, or the same length that is internationally used?
So GTIN is an international recognized number. So whatever
Right.
standards are there international, then you can same are applied here. So nothing different.
Okay, same are applied to the UAE also. It means the first 7 to 9 digits, right?
Yes.
Will
Correct.
be considered a company prefix, right?
Mustafa, you want to add something?
Yeah, exactly. So basically here we are using GTIN 14, right? But when you're talking about GTIN 13, that nomenclature is also there. Yeah, you can use it. Obviously, when you are having this discussion with branding, right? Because when you're registering these products with branding, when you do understand the process of registering your products with branding and all that, right? So updating these GTINs, they will also guide you. So if you are using GTI and 13, that nomenclature, the way it is, you have the GS1 company prefix and then the item reference, and how you need to, based on your GS1 company prefix, how this needs to be kind of created. GS1 branding will help you with GTI and 13 also. But mostly what I've seen is GTI and 14 here in this market.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. Yeah. My third question is related to the previous data of the establishments like pharmacy and the warehouses. So what I understand till date that the old data, the previous data, which not came from Tatmeen portal or Tatmeen site, it is not reported to them. So the sale, the transferring of the old data will also no need to inform to Tatmeen. It will remain the same as they are currently transferring to other establishments without reporting to Tatmeen.
So just if I understand your question correctly, you're saying there are items which are already there in UAE supply chain, and they weren't reported to Tatmeen. Either they are before pre-Tatmeen items, or for whatever reason after go live, these items did not get reported to Tatmeen, right? So you're asking about those.
Yeah.
Okay, so and this is similar to the question which was asked earlier today, that if the items are, for example, not, and I'm saying, okay, after go live, right, for whatever reason the items did not get commissioned, and then it went through the customs process, now they are already in the supply chain. So you if it comes to you as a warehouse, or as a pharmacy, or even as a distributor, right, who is not responsible to do commissioning for those products, right? Now you cannot do much about it. You cannot commission them because
Yeah.
it's after the fact. So again, those items are not complying. But then again, Tatmeen is a track and trace system. We are not saying that, okay, yeah, you're stuck with them. We are saying go through your process the way you're going, your operations go through them. Um, and then, if there is a question, for example, if the Mohap empowerment comes to a pharmacy and then they start looking at the product, and they might raise a question that why they weren't commissioned in the first place when they entered the country, right? And they might raise those questions, and then that entity which did not commission, they'll have to answer.
Mm. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, you heard me till
Yeah, now.
when?
Yeah.
No, but did you
When,
didn't hear the whole answer, or did you not hear the last part?
the last part only. Yeah.
Okay. What I'm saying is, if Tatmeen is not stopping your operations. If something is not commissioned, those are not commissioned. You cannot do much
Yeah.
about it, right? It's in the supply chain now. It's inside the country. Now you go through your normal operations. If Mohap has a question, Mohap empowerment inspectors have a question. If they go to for inspection into a particular pharmacy and they find some product which are not commissioned with Tatmeen, they will raise that question with the responsible supply chain partner, right? So in
Right.
this case, the MHs.
All right, right. So they don't worry about the means the pharmacy don't no need to worry about the old stock which is not commissioned yet.
Exactly. So pharmacy doesn't need to worry about the stock wasn't commissioned after go live, and before go live. Obviously, that stock is not even required to be commissioned. Before
Right.
go live, the stock is there. You cannot commission them. There was a requirement earlier to share those stock files with us, but not everybody complied. Some complied, some did not. But anyhow,
Mm.
so what I'm saying is there was never a requirement to commission those pre-Tatmeen items to Tatmeen.
Right. Thanks a lot. Thanks for your kind response. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Mustafa and Mohit. Moving on to the next caller, Adil.
Hello.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Assalamu alaikum. Hello.
Yes, please. We can hear you.
Walaikum salam.
Yeah, actually, I have one question, sir. So, regarding the expiry of the product, suppose some of our items have been expired. So, as I was going through the documentation, so there is an option for destruction, right?
Yes.
So that, yeah. So I just want to know about the that whenever. So there are three steps in destruction. One is initiation, and then the other one is uh, this destruction initiation approval by MOHAP, and the last one is destruction completion. So the first part, when we have to start the initiation of the destruction, there is a reference number that we have to take from MOHAP. Can you just brief me about just this destruction part, that how we can get the reference number from MOHAP so that we can
Mhm.
apply for the destruction initiation?
Right.
I was just
So
going through the yeah.
yeah, so Adil, the current process which you have
Yeah.
before Tatmeen, right? The current process
Yeah.
which you have,
Yeah.
anything which you want to destroy,
Okay.
which you has to go through destruction, you
Okay.
basically register this with Mohab system, right? And there is a
Okay. Okay.
reference number.
Okay. Okay.
We're,
Okay.
this is the reference number we are talking about.
Oh, okay.
That
Okay. That
you have
reference
to
number.
share this in Tatmeen also.
Oh, okay. 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 So that reference number we have to share here, and then we can select the reason and initiate the process. And afterwards, once it is approved by MOHAP, then we can again. Okay. Then the destruction is completed if it is approved, right? Like that.
Exact. Yeah. So no. So that is not completed. You are initiating. Mohab is
Yeah.
approving, right? So that
Yeah.
means now you can destroy this. Now you can, when you physically destroy these, then
Mm-hmm.
you can report again, when you physically destroy them, only then you report the final destruction completion with Tatmeen,
Oh,
right?
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. 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 Thank you. That is the question that I have to ask.
Problem.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anish?
Hello.
Yes, Anish.
Can you
Good
hear me
morning.
right?
Yes.
Good morning, sir. I just want to clarify one doubt regarding the previous call, two, three colleagues. One of our colleague asked two, three calls back. Actually, this is regarding one warehouse is having multiple clients, right? In the same GLN, different distributors are there. In that case, is the concept of SGLN will work or not for Tatmeen?
Um, Mustafa, you want to take it?
Yeah. So for Tatmeen, we are not using the concept of SGLN, right? So basically having the warehouse is subdivided, by different locations inside the warehouse. We are not using that concept. The idea is that just use your GLN, right?
Okay, okay.
And that should be fine.
Okay, okay. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Any more questions, please? We don't see any caller raising their hand. Okay. Mustafa and Mohit, since we don't have any more questions, can we conclude this call, please?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay. Thank you so much. We will be sharing the recording link within 24 hours from now. Thank you so much. We'll meet again in the next week. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Bye bye.